Thank you for sharing. Rob, I want to question. You have built this very unique brand with the Fluid project. I would like to know your thoughts. Like, what is the purpose of your brand?
Yes, so Fluid, it was created 2.5 years ago, and it's a combination of my passion, well, my profession, which is fashion and retail, and my passion, which is social justice, especially around the LGBTQ plus space. And so I built this brand, and I opened a store because the brand is about not just gender-free fashion, but also about activism and community and education. And so that's the foundation, and we built our foundation on values and a mission statement to challenge boundaries with humanity. So we aren't against something, but we're for something. And so the reason I opened a store was because I really wanted to get to know the community and engage with the community and build trust. And so the store had 250 events in 2 years, less than 2 years. So it was about community building. We have a very engaged, organic community. At the core are transgender and non-binary folks, but the broader audience is queer and Generation Z who believes in social justice and who believes in the environment. And, you know, what happened, although it was not what I had planned to close the store and to move to pop-ups and do these things, I had to do a pivot. But because of the foundation of who we are, we were able to lean into this space. And so when the Black Lives Matter movement started, it actually, I listened to Deepak Chopra, 21 Days of Abundance, and I don't know, something he said was behind every obstacle is an opportunity. And I had to rethink the strategy and pivot quickly. And, one of the things that happened was Pride is our biggest month in June. We have, tons of rainbows, and you couldn't even talk about Pride in June. It was completely inappropriate. But what started selling for us was Trans Lives Matter t-shirts and Protect Trans Kids and Marsha P. Johnson. And the activist part of it's really started to rise in the community. We started to dedicate 20% of our sales to go back to the brown and black queer folk, especially transgender community who is suffering especially. And we started to find our space and our voice in this new time. And it really resonated with our community. And so that felt great. And then just like weird things happened, like we made face masks and we put our positive messaging, and Macy's and Bloomingdale's bought them. Like things just started happening that you couldn't even plan. But when you are a brand that's built on authenticity and community relationships, you just find new ways, and they just started coming to us. So it's been a really interesting year. Nothing like I planned, but it feels completely natural, and I feel like we have not lost our voice. We've actually gained our voice and our positioning where we are right now with the brand.
Wonderful, wonderful. There's a strong purpose, I think, for what you stand for and why what your brand stands for. And ultimately, when the purpose is, it will find its way. And I think it's uh, it's gonna impact life in a manner. It's a great thought, and I believe a lot of brands will learn a lot and that you have started, and it's all about the identity that you are able to offer through the work that you are doing. It's commendable. Excellent.
My ultimate goal is to, gender roles and what we're expected to be when we're born male and female. That ultimately what I want to do is break those apart and break apart, the limitations by being identified as male or female, and break apart those limitations and just let us, fluid itself means the space between two binaries that you could float and play.
True.
And the fact that we as humans are capable or have the ability to be so much more if we break apart the constructs that have been handed down to us from generations, and let us just be the authentic humans that we are.
Excellent, excellent. I believe it's gonna have a trickle down effect with what you have started. Maybe it might give more and more people the kind of empowerment, or they feel empowered that, okay, this brand is doing it, let me join them, let me do the similar thing. And I think that's how the whole community will feel empowered. Excellent thought there. Beth, I would like to